Today we are going to talk about how to evaluate inverse trigonometric functions. The instructions is important. It says find all the solutions in the interval from 0 to 2 pi. The bracket here means you include 0. The parenthesis here means that you do not include 2 pi. This right here says arc cosine of negative square root of 3 over 2. This little symbol right here pretty much tells you at what angle. And the cosine part has a ratio of x over r. And we know that r is always 1. So it's x over 1. And really we're just looking at the x coordinate. At what angle is the x coordinate? Negative square root of 3 over 2. That is really what it is asking you to find. At that point, you memorize your unit circle. So here is the unit circle. The x is negative on the left side. So on the second quadrant and the third quadrant. And specifically the x coordinate is negative square root of 3 over 2 over here at 5 pi over 6. And right here at 7 pi over 6. And the correct order starts from 0 going around counterclockwise. So the first answer is 5 pi over 6 followed by 7 pi over 6. On number 2, the concept is the same. When you see this, it says it means at what angle. Sine would be the y coordinate, negative 1 over 2. So at what angle is the y coordinate negative 1 over 2? So once again, we look at the circle. The y coordinates are negative at the bottom half of the unit circle. And you can see all the y's are negative. Now specifically want negative 1/2, and that will be right here and right here at 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. And once again, we're going in the order of least to greatest. So we start here at 0 going around. We hit 7 pi over 6 first, followed by 11 pi over 6. The last question is arc tangent. Now this one is more complicated. It's not just simply x coordinate or y coordinate. Tangent is a ratio of y divided by x. So really what we're thinking of right now is at what angle is y divided by x 0? So that's the only way for a fraction to become 0 is when it's 0 on top. So the only for this fraction to be 0 is when y coordinate is 0. So if we look at our circle, the y coordinate is 0 right here when the angle is 0 radians. And at one more spot right here, the y coordinate is 0 when the angle is pi radians. So going from the orders of least to greatest, we start here and rotate counterclockwise. Therefore, we'll see an answer of angle of 0 first, followed by an answer of pi radians. If you want to make sure that it is 0, we can check out at 0. The coordinates are 1, 0. If you put the y coordinate on top and put the x coordinate at the bottom, 0 divided by 1 is in fact 0, which is what we were aiming for. And that's why at 0 radians, it does give you a ratio of 0 for y over x. Now, if you look at pi, the coordinates are -1, 0. And if you do y over x again, the y coordinate is 0, divided by the x coordinate, which is -1. We know that the answer is 0 once more, which is what we were aiming for. And that's why pi radians is another one of your answers.